On October 1st, when Iran launched another attack against Israel, our forces, of course, stood with the IDF and the operation and, engaged nearly 200 ballistic missiles that were fired from Iran. So the mission hasn't changed. They continue to operate within the AOR. And we'll continue to do so.
It just seems like right now there's this very tense moment of waiting to see what Israel's response will be. What is this building doing right now to help tamper down that tension? And if Israel doesn't listen, is the Secretary prepared to send U.S. troops to combat to defend Israel?
Well, that's something that the president has spoken about. We're not looking for a wider regional conflict. We're not seeking war with any group or organization or country in the region. We continue to engage the Israelis, very frequently. We are certainly talking to them about their response, but what their response might be, I'm just not going to speculate further on. But we do continue to engage with them. And I'll just have to leave it at that.
You sort of hinted at this when you said the U.S. would help defend Israel. But more specifically, will the U.S. military take part in any offensive Israeli operations against Iran?
So what I can tell you, Idris, is, we're certainly consulting with Israel and talking to them about their response, but I'm just not going to go any further than that. To characterize what they're doing along that northern border is what we see is, and how we assess is it's limited in the scope and scale. And what they've said to us is that they're going after, Hezbollah infrastructure that is along that border where, Israeli communities are. We understand that the strategic purpose of this is so that Hezbollah cannot maintain the capacity to attack Israeli communities right there at that border in that short range. Look, we're still going to have these conversations with them. Right now, what we are observing and assessing is that these are limited in terms of the types of operations and how they're being conducted, as well as the people. Different militaries conduct operations differently than the United States, just as we do, separately from other militaries all around the world. But our assessment still remains that these are limited in scope and scale right now.
This morning, President Biden was asked if he supports Israel striking Iranian oil facilities. He gave a little bit, it was noisy I think, he gave a little bit of a mumbled, not very clear answer. He said, we're discussing that. To be clear, is the Pentagon talking to the Israelis about striking Iranian oil facilities?
Yeah, so Tom, as you can appreciate, I'm not going to be able to go beyond what I've already said, which is that we are discussing with them what a response to Iran could look like, but detailing out from here what potential targets might look like, I just don't think that serves a purpose or is really that helpful.